What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the final round of F1 Esports highlights of the 22 season. And I wanted to say thank you to you all for sticking around. I hope you really enjoy these videos, but there is one more action video to go. This one here, Abu Dhabi, the final round, where Frederick Rasmus, my teammate, was fighting for the driver's title against Lucas Blakely and Thomas Ronha. And I think there were a lot of you that were asking, what was the plan, Marcel? Or was execute the plan? Because most of you that followed it live, you know that there was some stuff planned, which I was meant to do, and I will share with you today some practice footage of what we were practicing for. We had one go before the race, where I made a strategic decision to help Freddy, like previous year against Jano, and this time actually, because I could record, there will also be telemetry input. So you guys can see, for the people that were hating on me last year, that I was not doing anything dirty. But then I was just stretching the rules into a gray area where you're not really sure is that allowed or not, but it is allowed. So yeah, it's just lift and coasting. Anyways, I will leave you with this video. There's a lot of heartbreak in this one, rough quali, exciting race start, and lots of action, emotions. So stay tuned, enjoy the video, and if you do, support the channel with thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell for more videos in the future. Thank you very much, and now see you on track. Well, he said it. So here we are on track for the final qualifying of the season, Abu Dhabi. The finale, is it final finale? Sometimes I think Crofty is saying it like that. Anyways, I will talk you through what was going on here. A little spoiler, there's not many laps, so I show you both of my Q1 laps. It looks good, honestly. We're purple in sector 1, or at least fairly quick. They're now also nailing the first hairpin. You know that there's less grip in Q1 than Q3, so usually it's quite hard to nail it right away, especially on the banker. With tray brake into the hairpin. Also here you need to drive over the curbs even with 60 FPS just to use all the track, and sometimes it bumps your car up into the air. Now into sector 3, this is where it gets tricky. Like, I'm purple again, decent split for a banker lap, we are on high wing, so this is gonna be a good sector, right? We nail the first corner. Now here also no apex miss, no lockups or anything, it's looking good. We're pushing on the throttle, no big corrections, staying tight, using the track mostly. It's quite tricky, little correction there but nothing major, maybe a few thousandths. Then here flat out, no issue there, also not locking up here. Early on the power, early full throttle, at least I think so. I'm not sure if there was something with my throttle, and you can hear I'm confused. That lap was so slow. 8:04, that is terrible. That is terrible, guys.
You're flashing purple everywhere, Marcel, so I don't get it either, to be honest with you.
You can hear the team. And even I say, the lap felt really good. The last sector was just like 2/10 slower than what am I supposed, what I'm actually doing usually. I'm on higher wings than Freddy. And way higher wings, so my first sector was decent for higher wings. My second sector was also alright for higher wings. Not the greatest, not the worst. But yeah, I was really confused about that. Like, the last sector was just super slow. Crazy. Yeah. Is what it is. We had to go again. We're currently in P17, so we would be out of Q1. Good braking into turn 1. And if you can tell me where we made big mistakes on the lap before in sector 3, let me know. I'm still confused right now watching this. Now going down to 30 again, nice tray braking, and we are already up by half a tenth. The first sector wasn't a big improvement, but it was a decent one. And it's looking good. We are improving on the first sector and also the second sector a little bit. This time we brake later into that corner, better tray braking. We improved by half a tenth here, so we are up by a tenth, which is already good. So we are currently looking at a high 0.6 with that, and we basically have 1.5 to 2 tenths to find right now. So pretty easy. Purple in the middle sector, at least according to whatever was going on there. I don't think we actually were. Finding even more time out of that kind of spoon corner, the new layout on Abu Dhabi. Now here we are losing a bit of time, but not much on the exit. We are marginally gaining it back. And now flat out through here, of course. Now in the final corner, I saw we are not gaining any time. Where's the time that, like, the 2 tenths that I was supposed to find? So I over pushed it, and yeah, it wasn't good enough. It simply wasn't good enough, guys. I have no idea. Couldn't explain it. Team neither. That was crazy slow. All in the last sector. 3:02 there. So 2 to 2.5 tenths too slow. That is mad. I couldn't explain it myself, seriously. But in the race it was looking better. All the problems were gone for some reason, even though I didn't have any problems. The lap time was just slow. We had a great start here, and it's lights out and away we go. I think we saw P19 from the back of the grid. We position ourselves well. We read what is going on here. Most people are trying to hold on to the inside as much as they can, so we are looking at the outside. Only inside line we take is this one here, because it was the outside before. And now again everyone is kind of leading to the inside, so the outside is completely free, and we brake super late to position ourselves for a great exit, and we drive past everyone and go up into P14. That must have been one of the best starts in F1 Esports history, for sure. After a few corners, and also in a sector where it's really hard to overtake on hard compounds, that was crazy good. Like, seriously, I was super proud of that. Probably one of my best starts ever, not gonna lie. Like, I don't think I've ever, well, I never started P19, so I don't know if it's that, but yeah, this was crazy good. Now we were having a look if we can maybe position ourselves next to Nizza, which didn't work yet, and I didn't want to spin out, so we took it a bit easier. But for now, pretty decent start. We get hit from behind from Benham, because I think he made a collision with Longway in the back. I don't know what was actually going on there, but didn't really affect us much. A little shocker, but in spite of that, nothing big going on. And now we are of course trying to make a move on some guys ahead, trying to position ourselves, see if we actually can make some moves. If not, then we are gonna save ERS for the later part, where a lot of you know, execute the plan. So now position ourselves right alongside Tunitsa, trying to maybe minimize his grip on the exit. But yeah, we get hit by Benham, and I was super furious, because with that he nearly spun us out. And not just that, but he positioned himself next to us. We need to use so much ERS. Now we need to brake early to not collide with Tunitsa. He's still super slow because of Brandon ahead of him and the cars ahead of him, so we collide with him a little bit despite slowing down so much. And Benham is getting past with that, so yeah, not happy with Shaky there. But happens. Now here, the thing why I was so confused about Benham's driving, it is lap 2.5 basically, and he's already flashing. Like, he was pushing like crazy to make up positions. He also had a rough quali, but that caught me off guard. Like, I didn't know why was he pushing so much. Like, what was the reason for that? And yeah, at the end of this lap we even nearly get alongside him here, but we don't use ERS because it's a pretty bad corner to overtake here. Lose us and himself a lot of time, which you don't need at the moment. We just need to get past him. And in lap 4 I actually make a mistake. He's slowing down a bit too much, catches me off guard, and I hit him. I complain about him, but that was my bad. We don't get past him here, like we wouldn't overtake him like that. But after that, we didn't gain any benefit there, okay, from the collision. I'm happy that it didn't cost him anything, no front wing damage to us or any damage to him. But it was definitely my fault. I'm holding my hand up here, my bad, like for the collision when he was ghosting. The car behind always needs to manage to avoid hitting the car in front, unless he's brake checking, which I don't think Benham did here. But it caught me off guard that he slowed down so much. Anyways, moving on to the next scene.
Pace starting to drop off Marcel. I expected him to box and like 9, 10.
I got reminded to recover ERS, and so we did. Already up to 82% ERS, and there you can see our pace was insane. Like, literally, it was so good. I could not grasp why we struggled so much in quali. Like,
Would be worth starting to execute the plan now, Marcel.
you can execute the plan now, but I was confused. I didn't want to yet because I felt like my main target is Lucas Blakely and not Thomas Ronner, because Lucas was leading the championship by miles. So holding up Blakely, and you will see execute the plan what it means. I will show you in a second exactly what it is and how much I can cost a really talented driver on a legal way.
Copy, Marcel. He's going to be stuck anyway, so let's keep going.
There you go. I was getting it right there.
Marcel. Blakely has boxed.
Blakely is boxed.
Okay, Marcel, it's time.
It's time. Time for action, and now I'm showing you that plan, because there was something happening in the race. We had nearly 8-second gap to Freddy here on the lap before, and now I was slowing down during that lap with 65% old hard tires, and Freddy was right behind me with fresh mediums. And now, why I let him catch up in sector 3? Look at Jonny, he was 7 seconds behind. And I was now doing what I did to Jano in 2021 in Brazil. You can see this time by telemetry, I'm not doing any brake checking. I'm literally just lifting, coasting, braking a little bit softer. Kind of, you can argue it's tire saving what I'm doing and fuel saving. But of course we don't need to do that in F1 Esports. But there's no rule against it, and that's the issue. You can do these things. Because a lot of people called me dirty for last year. But this is exactly what I did also in Brazil, guys. If I tell you I'm not brake checking, I'm not brake checking, alright? I wouldn't do something like that. Also here, great game. I'm braking later. I'm braking earlier to get DRS. Now I thought, okay, maybe the line was somewhere else. I don't get DRS. Josh doesn't get DRS, but Freddy gets it. So yeah, I don't know why one car doesn't have DRS. Anyways, we had so much ERS to be competitive on the straights, because they couldn't use all of the ERS they need to use on the outlap, and now I'm squeezing Freddy a little bit to compromise this line, all in legal ways, and with that I'm again in sector 3 ahead of him. And look at this, Jonny already caught up 4 seconds, so this is the plan. He's on fresh mediums, Josh as well, but they can't get past because of my defending. This is a defensive masterclass. This is exactly how you help your teammate in a situation like that. Of course, I think some of you think maybe it's dirty or whatever, but it isn't. It's literally within the rules. It's a gray area and it needs fixing, so we don't see these things anymore. But at the moment, in this time, it's still illegal, and we got pushed off by Freddy. That's why I cut the track. Same thing here again, and we have 3 wide here. Also no room for me. I'm taking the off track again, and look at this, Jonny's behind 7/10. He's within DRS. We manage our job to hold up these guys so much. Already 7 seconds.
Sorry guys, I have to practice.
That's the most annoying shit in the world.
I'm sorry.
You can hear even Freddy hates it in practice, but he knows like he can rely on me with these things. And now we are still in the mix. Of course our tires are dying slowly, 70% tires.
Yeah, 4 or 5 seconds.
I'm pushing with my ERS, I'm still in the mix. And let's say if Freddy would be Lucas here, like I'm literally focusing so much on Freddy, trying to make him lose positions. I'm not trying to ruin his race, I'm trying to make him lose positions, make him fight me, make him like worried about me. So this is kind of the plan. And I know, Lucas, you're watching this right now and you're probably glad this didn't happen. I will also say in the recap again, everyone knows this is nothing personal. It's just like, if you're in a situation where you are out of contention of the title fight, why would I not try and help my teammate as much as I could?
Oh no.
It just makes sense from a team perspective, and also if you respect your teammate, right? So 70% tires, now Freddy's passed, but he lost so much time, he's not even within DRS anymore. And I got hit from Jet from behind, our dev driver. So this was it. And now back to the real race. So execute the plan, right? We heard that correctly. It's time. We have a lot of ERS. We can pull it off. We will slow down even more, so we will have 100% by the time they reach us. And I can slow down everyone behind Freddy. No. The video didn't crash, guys. The game did. And now you hear live footage and see what I'm trying to do. My PC. On my game. Let's say my game. Not my PC. My game crashed. I couldn't alter for. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't close it on the taskbar. I could not open Task
Marcel,
Manager.
if you can
I couldn't
reconnect your
alt
AI,
tab.
it's
I
no
couldn't do
problem.
anything. The only solution that I found after literally panicking for minutes, like probably half a minute, open a second desktop, open Task Manager on that, and close the F1 game. Go back to the other desktop. And that's the way to go. There you can see it. This was the only way to make it work. This game is so broken. I could not believe it. And this is on esports level, guys. It's unacceptable. It's literally, it's not acceptable. I can't believe this is actually where we race for hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is mad. So I cut it a little bit, and you can see I'm right behind, right in front of Freddy. I saw this already from the spectator mode. You can see at the bottom of my steering wheel, my tires are minus 50 degrees. I didn't know at the time, but I reacted right away to let Freddy go, and of course, try to rejoin safely.
Still hold up Blakely.
The team said you can still hold up Blakely. Well, no, I couldn't. Look at the grip I have, and also he was passed. I did, of course. I'm trying to help out Freddy, but I'm not gonna risk taking out anyone and ruining anyone's race. This is just not how I want to do things. I can push the rules to the limit, but I don't want to do anything where you guys would be disappointed by my actions, where you guys would think, what the hell is Marcel doing? He's such a dirty driver or anything. Like, I would never try and take anyone out or ruin anyone's race. And you can see everyone has so much more grip.
There's not a lot we can do, unfortunately.
Even the team is saying there's not a lot we can do now. Basically the race is over. I'm a pit stop behind and I still need to pit. And I was like, why don't I have any grip? The hards didn't feel that bad. And after this corner here, I'm checking my tire temps. And I'm seeing it's not even 50 degrees on the fronts. Like, the tires started working at 85 degrees carcass temps. This is insane. Like, how is this possible? I'm rejoining and my AI apparently drove so slow that I had minus 50 degree tires. That is impossible. This is literally not... I don't know. I'm so slow with all the grip that Tunitsa even hits me a little bit whilst I'm trying to get out of the way. But it doesn't change much anymore. So we are going to pit now for mediums. And then we're gonna pit again for mediums and again for softs. And the reason for that is I will still want to try and help out Freddy. He's now in a race for himself, but he still needs to win to at least have a chance. We never know. Maybe a game crash happens to Lucas. You never know. It can always happen. If it can happen to me, it can happen to anyone. So I'm pitting again because I'm seeing they are coming soon around the corner, and I want to give Freddy DRS so he can catch up to Ronha quicker.
I already have his DRS.
But he already has it. You just heard that. Also, another thing. This is also in the gray area. Ghosting is turned on. Of course, you shouldn't affect like the racing directly. As a lap car, we get a 10-second penalty right here for being off track and letting everyone pass because I don't want to get on track whilst these guys are fighting. And now rejoining the track again, I'm getting another 10-second penalty. It's so good. I'm later getting another one. So when I pitted again for softs, the next lap, I actually managed to give Freddy DRS. And if you're wondering, Marcel, why are you ahead of Ronna right now because of the Haas behind me? That's Piotr, it's his teammate. He literally did exactly the same strategy with the DRS for his teammate.
But DRS actually saved me, I think.
And Freddy even said the DRS saved him, he believes. So I'm glad I could at least contribute in some form and help him out.
GG's Josh.
Of course,
well.
that looked a bit stupid, but it's allowed in the
Great
rules.
podium.
Stupid. Yeah, frustrating day. I will leave you with the team radio now. And
Marcel,
then
you've got
see you in
nothing
the
to
recap.
apologise for, mate. Nothing you could have done.
10 seconds. Yeah. And again, I rejoin tires.
I don't think anything would have changed. All good. You saved the P2 and drivers and constructors. No need to say that.
Dave, thank you for the year. Liam, thanks for the help.
Good job, boys.
Yeah, we
Proud
did
of you
look
both.
good.
I wish I
Yeah, so this was the final round. What am I supposed to say? If you guys want to, I can still do a little recap video where I just talk to you guys about the 22 season, my thoughts and my plans for the future, my goals, and why I think I struggle so much, and just an overall share my feelings and thoughts about the game. But now getting back to the race, I'm already fading into different areas. Qualifying was... I still don't understand until today what was wrong with Sector 3 and why I was so slow there. It just didn't make any sense to me. And I think for most of you watching this, it also doesn't really make sense. On the second lap, I overpushed because I saw I am again not gaining time. So I made mistakes there. But on the first lap already, why was it so slow? I don't get it. It was super slow. And it just should have not been. Anyways, is what it is. In the race, there was apparently no issue again. My pace was there. I was as fast as the others, if not even faster. I was saving so much ERS. I was leading up for a perfect execution of the plan to help Freddy and make Lucas live. Yeah, I know he's watching, you know. I would have done the same if I would have been Lucas' teammate. It's not a thing against Lucas or anyone. It's just if you're in a situation like that where you are out of the championship fight, you're of course trying to make it easier for your teammate and help him to maybe progress more, make his life a little bit easier and harder for his opponents. Not in a dirty way, but in a way where his opponents are struggling on track and they have to make moves where they could risk losing it all, which is the intention of these kind of things. But yeah, it's nothing personal against any driver. I hope most of you know that. Didn't work out, game crash. And then in the end, well, just tried to help Freddy as much as I could, even though it was a weird way. I mean, the Haas was doing it too for Ronna. Piotr was doing it for Ronna. I was doing it for Freddy. It was so stupid. It looked so bad. But, you know, we need rules against that. We need proper rules from F1 Esports, which is saying you're not allowed to do these things, because if there's not, there's ghosting and whatsoever. Why wouldn't you help out your teammate if your race is over, right? With DRS or something like that, if they don't have DRS. Makes no sense. Anyways, this is a... No, this you don't say it like that. That's a wrap. This is the way to say it. The season's over. And it was a rough one. If you want me to do a recap, let me know in the comments below. I will do one. And yeah, I hope you're all having a lovely day. Thank you all for watching and for following this series. So see you in the next season. And see you in many more videos on this channel. You Marcel.